Today, we are reviewing the Canon EF-S 10 to 20 mil 3.5 to 4.5 lens.
Wide angle.
Wide angle,
lens.
baby. I'm McCrae.
And I'm Carol Ann.
And we're one modern couple. That's how it goes. That's how you do it. We've been really looking for a lens, a wide angle lens.
We want it to take video, to take wide angle photos, and also for vlogging. We've already reviewed the Sigma equivalent, the 10 to 20 millimeter lens.
Yes, we have.
And the Canon 10 to 18 wide angle lens.
Yes, we have.
And now this baby is next.
P.S. Those are in the description below if you want to see those lenses also, see our reviews.
If you have already seen the other two videos, you know that this is going to be a casual review.
Yes.
We are reviewing it for our purposes, what we've just discussed, and why we like it, why we don't.
That's why we're outside in the real world,
Getting
reviewing
real world images.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we're just going around. We're gonna take some shots, some video, talk some nonsense, and see if this lens is any good or not.
That's correct.
So at this point, we're gonna tell you what we like and we dislike about this lens. So what I like, first of all, is the build quality. It's really built really well. It's built like a tank, I like to say that, but it's built really well. And yeah, you can just tell by just everything. The zoom, all the rings, the zoom ring, the focus ring, whatever.
The feel of it.
The feel of it, it's really good.
Having said that, it makes it a little bit heavy.
Yes.
So you can definitely notice a difference in weight when you're putting this lens onto the camera and when you're just holding it around and lugging it around in general.
For some people that might not matter, but in our case, we travel a lot. It's nicer to have a lighter lens like the 10 to 18. Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll build that. We'll build on that. Take it to the gym. Another thing I like about this lens is that it zooms in 4 mil further than the 10-18. On the high end, it doesn't really matter, but it's still nice sometimes when you need that extra little bit just to help you out.
Just
a little. Again, this review wasn't to compare to the 10 to 18, but to the 10 to 18, this lens does better in low light, lower light. It does a little bit better. It's not that much better. It's not insanely better, but it does perform a little better on video. Because the 10-18 has image stabilization, if you want to take a photo with your hands with this lens at nighttime, it might not be a good idea. You probably have to use a tripod. So if you always use a tripod, lens is perfect for you. Now compared to the Sigma is a 3.5 all the way through, which means when you zoom from 10 to 20, you get that 3.5 consistent. This one's a 3.5 to 4.5, but I like the image quality of this lens much better than the Sigma.
So the Sigma has a little bit more light sensitivity, allows more light.
When you zoom.
Or it's better in low light situations when you zoom,
right.
But the image quality overall is better.
Right.
In this
so
camera.
if you're shooting video, so like sometimes I'll shoot video and I like a different view and I zoom in, so I wouldn't have to change my aperture on the Sigma, but this one I would.
Right.
But the image, like I said, the image quality is much better on this.
Right.
I like it better.
Now for the things we don't really like about this lens. We already mentioned that it is a little bit heavy.
Yes.
Not only is it a little bit more heavy, it's also noisier. So a lot like the Sigma, which makes noise when it's focusing, this also makes noise. So if you're using the built-in mic on your camera, you're probably going to pick that up. And even when we used an external mic during really quiet times, so not right now, but we would also notice it.
It's not too bad though.
No,
but the Canon 10-18 is a lot more quieter. You don't even hear it actually. It's silent, which is great for that.
So the last thing that we kind of don't like is the price. Compared to the other crop sensor wide angle lenses, it's a bit pricey. However, because of the build and because of the quality of the lens itself, it does have great trade-in value. So if you're looking to resell it in the future, you probably are gonna get a bigger bang for your buck by reselling this lens compared to the others.
Right. And what I've noticed is that you don't find these used really that often. So when they do come up used, snatch them up if you want, because you won't find another one, possibly.
People like to hold on to it.
They do. So for us, we like this lens, but for our purposes, I think the Canon 10 to 18 is probably better for us. I mean, you get the same quality, you get image stabilization, and it's half the price. So let us know what you think of the Canon 10 to 22, and like this video, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe.